yesterday I found a nice package of pork hocks. And there were two nice pork hocks. They were quite large. Actually, I have them here. I'll show you. See? And for two of them, it cost $9. So I thought that will make a very good soup. So I brought them home, and this morning I put them on, and they have been on the stove for 4 hours. And I brought them to a boil, and then I'm turning them right down where they're just kind of simmering. Okay, I flipped the camera around, and I'm going to show you how those pork hocks look. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be cutting the pork hocks apart just a little bit. So here's the meat that I cut off the bones, and I put the bones back into the soup pot. You know, there's a lot of flavor in those bones. So I'll just let them cook away. And then I'll take this meat and I'm cutting it up. Not lots, you know, it's going to fall apart more in the soup. But just cutting it up a little bit. I leave everything on. And when I cook pork hocks, I like every bit of it. It's all a big treat. And then once I have it sort of chopped up a bit, I'm going to put some pepper on there. And this is that coarse pepper. So I'll sort of just cover it with pepper like that. And some salt. Kind of flavor the meat. And then like this, see? Do you see how that looks? And then just sort of mix it all together like this. And this will go right back into the soup pot. And once it's in the soup pot, I'm going to cut up my onion and get my beans ready, and you'll come back for that step. I cut up a large onion and 2 celeries. Stalks of celery. So I'm putting that into the soup for the flavor, you know. And the other thing that I'm doing is I took some tomatoes, canned tomatoes that were whole, and I crushed them up a bit. I probably could have crushed them up more, but they'll fall apart as they cook. And I'm putting that into the soup as well. Just like that. And I'll stir that in. Oh, I have lots of soup here. I'll share it, and we'll have lots of soup. In a separate pot, I've taken those 2 cups of dried beans. I rinse them, and I put them into here, and I'm bringing them to a boil, and they're almost at a boil now. And then this is something that I do in the process of cooking beans. Apparently, it takes care of problems that it may create in eating them with gas, if you know what I mean. So, this is what I've been taught, and this is what I've always done. So, I'm bringing these beans to a boil, and as soon as they boil, I'm going to put some baking soda in there. So I'll just put 1 heaping spoonful of baking soda, and it's almost to that point now. So I want you to know that pork was a big part of our diet growing up. My grandmother made a lot of soup with pork. 1 heaping spoonful of soda, and I'm putting it in there. See how it all fluffed up like that? I'll pick it up like this in my... I'm going to bring a little bit of those beans up like this, and I'm going to blow on them. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for the top skin of those beans to split. And they haven't split yet. So as soon as they're split, and hopefully I can show you how they'll look. turn this down a bit. Don't want it to boil over and make a mess. Okay, let's see if they're ready now. Oh yes, they are ready. I don't know whether you can see that, but you can see them being split. The tops of them kind of white and they split. So now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to rinse them again. I'll just rinse them under cold water, cool water, and I'll bring them and I'll put them into the soup pot. Okay, so here's the beans rinsed. And I'm going to put them all into my soup pot. And look at that. That soup pot is full and it's going to be delicious. And I'm not going to flavor it right now. Let it cook for a while and then I'll come back and flavor it. Well, the soup is done and I've turned it off. And I'm just going to put some in the pot here in my bowl. And let me move that away so I can show you and we can taste it. It looks so wonderful and it smells wonderful. It's hot. Oh, I just love this soup. It is so delicious. Bean soup